Okay, let's do some OSPF single area configuration here. We have all these are in the same area 0, so that's a single area configuration. It's easy to do. Let's start. We have a frame relay style of topology here. We have a R1 to R3 as point to point. We have a that's connected on a SAP interface, and then we have R1 to R4 as the same, and R3 to R4 as the same thing. Here we have our switch 1, which is acting to me as a PC just to get this interface up so that we can do some configuration there as well. Let's start here. Let's go to R2 and then get started. Do some configuration now. Let's say, oh, first let's see which interfaces are up, so we can do show IP interface brief. We can see the first internet interfaces are up, and the look back interface 2.2.2.2 up as well. So let's do it now. Configure T. Now we go router OSPF process ID 1, and then we have a network statement of 2.2.2.2 with a wildcard max of 0.0.0.0. That's a 32-bit max. So area 0. The next statement is network 10.1 to 2.1 with wildcard 10.0.255. That's a wildcard bit, wildcard max of just a /24 subnet. So area 0. So let's go to the next network, which is 192 network 192.168.1.2. The wildcard of 10 that's 3 30-bit, so 0. So that's it. Finish with OSPF configuration on R2. Let's see whether it's there. Show run. Do say include OSPF. Show run. So we can see it is here. The configuration is here. Now let's go on to R2. Sorry, we are on R2. Let's go on to R1 and do the same configuration there. But this time, I'm going to show you the easiest way to do it. But that's the shortcut when you have a single area configuration. So let's say config T. And then router OSPF process ID 1. The process ID don't have to match on every router. I'm just using one just to be consistent. You can use 2, 3, 4, any one you want, but just to be consistent. Let me enter the network statement here. We have about 4 here. This one, we have the look back here. We have one going to R3 and one going to R4. So let's do it. We can choose to enter them manually one by one, or I can use the shortcuts. Remember this, you can only use it when you're in a single area. That's telling route 1 to consider all the interfaces on area 0. So say 0 network 0.0.0.0. You can use subnet mark of 555.255.255 area 0. Well, that's it. Finish on R1. That tells R1 to consider all the network and then use them on area 0. We can see from there some adjacencies are forming. You can see 2.2, that's the neighbor. 2.2.2, that's the neighbor. 2.2 is on R2, that's a loopback interface of 2 R2. So that's it. Let's go on to just straight out, or you can let's see whether some routes are there. Show IP route. You can see it. Some routes we can ping. We can ping, and we have sasses there. But this is O. The O here represents. Let's see. O here. That's OSPF, and we can see some routes going to 10, the 1, the 2 network. That's it. Let's finish with the configuration on order on R3 and R4. So this on R3, let's say config T router OSPF process ID 1, and network statement network 0.0.0. That's the shortcut. You can see there 0.0.0, or you can use 255.255.255 or 0.0. That's the shortcut. Area 0. That's it. Finish on this. Let's go on to, or you can see some adjacency forming as well. That's it. We can go to R4 and do the same thing. See, router OSPF 1 network 0.0.0.0 with a wall come out of 0.0.0.0 area 0. That's it. We finish.